How to improve your English spelling. 9 easy techniques. Confused by English spelling? If so, that is understandable. Plenty of native speakers find it so confusing too. A lot of the English language is borrowed from other languages. That's why we get a lot of weirdly spelled words in English. Zucchini, for example, is actually an Italian word. In ancient Greece, gymnasium was a place where men exercised naked. With so many words from different cultures and languages, learning to spell in English can sometimes seem too difficult. Don't worry though. It is possible to improve your English spelling. You just have to know where to start. Why English spelling is important. If you're learning English, you need to learn to spell in English. You might think writing and spelling aren't so important for everyday communication. But if you think you only need to write in school, think again. Today, people are writing more than ever. We are updating our Facebook statuses, we're texting each other, we are writing reviews of things we bought on Amazon, we write emails to friends, and at work, we send out invitations, we write reports, we do many other things that need writing. Writing is a big part of your life, even if you don't realize it. That's why spelling is so important. Knowing how to spell correctly helps others understand you. It also helps you understand more of what you read. The more you learn about spelling, the more you know about how words work. This knowledge can help you figure out what new words mean and how to pronounce them. What country is your spelling from? Before you learn spelling for English words, figure out which country's spelling you want to use. American, British, Canadian, and Australian English have slightly different spellings for some words. For example, the word color. In American, would be spelled C-O-L-O-R, and British, C-O-L-O-U-R. Which country's spelling you choose should depend on why you're learning English. Are you planning to study in Great Britain? Work in the US? Are you learning just for fun? Decide before you learn, so that you don't have to relearn the correct country's spelling later. How to improve your English spelling. 9 painless methods. Number 1. Use mnemonics. Remembering information can be difficult, but when you give that information more meaning, it becomes easier to memorize. Mnemonic devices turn information into a picture, a sentence, a rhythm, or anything else that's easier to remember. Here are 3 types of mnemonic devices you can use to remember difficult spelling. First one, rhymes and songs. Make words and information easier to remember. One of the best-known spelling rhymes is I before E except after C, or when sounding like A as in neighbor and way. This rhyme tells you when to write I or E and when to write E. You can listen to another rhyming song about spelling from Beethoven, The Lions. You can also make it up. Make it up, like make your own words or make your own rhymes. The next one, an acronym, takes the first letter of a few words and puts them together. You might already use acronyms online or in text. For example, laugh out loud, LOL. For example, stands for laughing out loud. BRB is be right back. One way to remember some tricky spellings is by turning each letter into a word. For example, to remember rhythm, just remember rhythm helps your two hips move. Turn difficult words into silly sentences and you will remember them in no time. Some mnemonics use sentences to explain the difficult part of spelling a word. Having trouble spelling the word island? I-S-L-A-N-D? Island? It's not Iceland, it's island. Just remember that an island, not Iceland, and island is land surrounded by water. Island is separate, spelled with an E or an A in the middle. There's a rat in separate. You can find more useful sentences on about.com or make up your own. Number 2, learn a few rules. Sometimes the best way to learn is to know the rules. Start by learning a few. Then, as you learn new words, you can add more and more rules. Before you know it, you will be able to spell most words. You can find short lists of basic spelling rules at your dictionary and about.com as well. Don't try to learn them all at once. Instead, learn and practice 1 or 2 at a time until you understand them. The next time you find a word that you can't spell, try finding out if it follows a rule. For example, why does the Y in friendly turn into an I in friendliness? Well, when you add a suffix, a word ending like ness, to a word that ends in the letter Y, that Y is changed to an I. But that's not the case if the suffix starts with an I, like ing. So someone can be trying, but that same person tries. Trying, T-R-Y-I-N-G. But the same person tries. T-R-I-E-S. You can be partying or go to many parties. Partying, P-A-R-T-Y-I-N-G. Or parties, P-A-R-T-I-E-S. Thanks to knowing one word, you can learn how to spell many others that follow the same rule. Number 3, learn commonly misspelled words. Some words are so tough to spell that even native speakers get them wrong a lot. You can find some commonly misspelled English words in this post or in this list that I'm going to add following this post. You can also find videos on YouTube of misspelled words. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that teach a song to help you remember 7 tough to spell words. Many commonly spelled words are not words you need to use too often. But here are 10 commonly misspelled words you might actually need to know how to spell. First one, across. Basically, second. Third, beginning. Fourth, believe. Fifth, foreign. 6. Friend. 7th. 40. 8th. Interrupt. 9th. Until. And 10th. Weird. Weird. So I would just write them down under this post. Okay, I'm here with a student. Her name is Anna. And we're just going to do a little exercise for spelling, okay? Are you ready, Anna?
Okay.
Okay, you have to say the word out loud and spell the word out loud as well. Okay, you need to listen to yourself. Record yourself. Recording yourself is another way of learning how to spell, of learning how to read properly. Okay, as well. So are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. First one.
Across.
Across.
A-C-R-O-S-S.
Okay, we also say double S. A-C-R-O-S-S. Okay, your turn. Spell it again, please.
Across. A-C-R-O-S-S.
Okay, next.
Basically.
Basically.
Basically. B-A-S-I-C-A-L-L-Y.
Very good. Next.
Beginning. B-E-G-I-N-N-I-N-G.
Very good.
Believe.
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 Believe. B-E-L-I-E-B-E.
Okay, L.
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 Very good. And V.
V.
Very good. Repeat V.
V.
V. It's not B, it's V. 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 Okay?
Okay.
V. Next.
Foreign.
No T at the end.
40.
Foreign.
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 Okay.
F-O-R-E-I-G-N.
Very good.
Friend. F-R-E-I.
Again.
F-R-I-E-N-D.
Very good.
40.
40.
40. F-O-R-T-Y.
Perfect.
Interrupt.
Very good. Interrupt.
Interrupt. I-N-T-E-R-R.
Again.
I-N-T-E-R-R-U-P-T.
Very good.
Until. U-N-T-I-L.
L.
L. Where?
Weird.
Weird. W.
W.
W. E-I-R-D.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you very much, Anna. Now, of course, this doesn't mean you should memorize all these words at once. Learn them one at a time, starting with the ones you use the most often. Or you can just, number 4, make a list of the words you have trouble spelling. Maybe you already know how to spell most commonly misspelled words. Great for you! Or maybe you just don't use the word vacuum too often when you're writing. Instead of studying a list of words you made by someone else, why not make your own? Write down words that you have trouble spelling, even if they seem simple. Then learn their spelling rules, or just memorize them with mnemonics. You might find that you have trouble with certain groups of words. For example, percent, preview, presentation. When you write pre, and when is it, her. Knowing what you need to learn is an important part of learning. Number 5, check word origins in the dictionary. Many English words have Greek and Roman roots. This means they have Greek or Latin words in them. Knowing common roots can help you spell and understand more words. When you look up a word in the dictionary, you might check the origin, where something comes from. Many dictionaries include the origin of the words. For example, have you ever wondered why bicycle is spelled the way it is? It comes from the Greek word psyche, which means circle. This is easy to remember because a wheel has the shape of a circle. The B in bicycle, B-I, in bicycle is from Latin and means two. So a bicycle is something that has two wheels. Now, the next time you see cycle in a word, you can use it to guess the meaning. It will also help you remember how to spell the word. If a unicycle is like a bicycle but with just one wheel, what do you think uni means? Number 6, junket. Sometimes words are difficult to spell just because they are long. In these cases, you can use the chunking method. Chunking is when you separate the word into chunks or shorter parts. This way, you're not memorizing the spelling for one long word, but just a few short ones. The word embarrassed, for example, can be junked like this: embarrassed. Just remember the spelling for these 4 short words, and you will spell embarrassed correctly every time you need to. You can do this with any word you have trouble spelling. It makes them much easier to remember. Number 7, sound it out. Sound it out. This means spell it out. This is a spelling trick that is often tough to little kids because it's so simple. If you're not sure how to spell a word, say it out loud, very slowly, but listening to yourself. Then write down what you hear. Of course, this won't work with every word. The word friend, for example, doesn't sound the way it's written. For words that don't sound the way they're spelled, you will need to use a different method. In many simpler words, you should be able to get the correct spelling or very close to it by sounding the word out. So, if you're getting similar words like blink and blank confused, sound them out letter by letter. This will help you spell and improve your pronunciation. Number 8, and I really like this one to teach my students, draw a picture. Draw a picture. You can use drawing as another mnemonic device. Have you ever noticed that the word bed actually looks like a bed? Using pictures is a great way to remember spellings. Turn words that are difficult to spell into pictures. For example, balloon looks like it has 2 balloons in the middle. Maybe they're being held up by the double L. Looks like it has 2 sticks holding the balloons. Just draw any word you're having trouble with, making the letters into a picture. The words will stop being just letters and turn into an image. And this is fun. If you have fun, you learn. The last one, and this one is really good and fun. Play word games. By playing word games, you're having fun. So why not? learning in a fun way to test your new spelling skills. It's also a good way to learn new words. Classic board games like Scrabble or Scattergories are great for spelling practice. Apps like Spelling City and Spell Tower are fun ways to test yourself. Even more. Now that you know how to improve your English spelling, you just need to work on it. And before you know it, spelling will become much easier for you. Did you like this lesson, Anna?
Yes.
Okay, can you spell something for me? How do you spell your name? Okay, this is English with Beatrice and I'm here with my student Anna. Thanks for coming, Anna.
Oh, you're welcome.